just to remind you that test number 4 is going to be available to you. It's going to be available to you Friday at lunchtime. So Friday at 12 o'clock, test 4 will go live. You will take test 4 sometime between Friday at 12 o'clock and Sunday at Sunday before midnight. All right. So you're going to be given 75. You're going to be given 75 minutes. Yeah, I think long is on. You're going to be given 75 minutes. So please don't start it and then realize you got to leave and come back, because once you start your 75 minutes, I think that's going to be it. All right. So certainly good morning. I guess it's good afternoon now, but yes. So Sierra, it's not you. There was an issue with Canvas, and you basically just have to keep trying, and it eventually let you in. I got a call into our. I got a call in to our IT guy to ask him about it. Give me 1 second. It's not active, but it's in progress. Stacy, you're in now, yes? I think I saw Stacy. Stacy, are you in, baby? Okay, great. Again, and I've said it and I've emailed it and I've done everything else, but let me just again put this out there that what the hell? Let me just again put this out there that if you ever need to get a hold of me, you feel free to text me or call. I think that's my number. Does that look right? I think that's the number.
Oh no, I'm not joining. I'm sitting here with the bonnet on my head and night clothes.
Yeah, get on.
I'll get on next week. Catch me next week, guys. This would have been the day I would have missed class anyway.
All right, yeah, I'm just gonna put this out there, Stacy. If that's not my phone number, Stacy, correct it for me and tell me what it is.
You don't know your phone number?
Long, it's good seeing you. We're gonna start a hashtag show up.
Exactly.
Well, I'm glad you guys got dressed for class today.
Sierra, that's probably one of the hardest things is just not rolling out like, oh my gosh, it's, I'll brush my teeth later on. No, I
already brushed my teeth and did all of that. I'm just still in night clothes.
You're good, baby.
I just finished breakfast.
Yeah. You're good. So look, we're going to review a little bit today. And then we're going to, like I say, test 4 will be opened up for you on Friday morning at 9 o'clock. Now, listen, don't know if y'all know, but you probably should know. Jasmine, there's room for you on the screen up here, Jasmine.
Come on, Jazz.
Jasmine, thank you.
We got room for all of y'all now.
Hey.
And so, Elena, I know your ass has a webcam. Elena wants to act like she ain't got a webcam. You know for sure Elena's got a webcam. If there's anybody's got a webcam, Elena definitely has one. And so does Kirsten. What? You gotta be kidding me, Elena.
She's lying. She's lying.
I don't think she's lying about it. I think Elena's pretty honest. But Friday, 9 o'clock, we're gonna do virtual donuts and questions. And so now look, it's a shelter in place, right? Everybody got the governor's orders. You're supposed to be staying home, but I do understand that the Bacon Donuts Plus does have Richard. I got you, baby. Bacon Donuts Plus is considered an essential business. So, the governor said for all non-essential businesses to close, but Bacon Donuts Plus is an essential business. So we'll be doing a virtual donuts and questions. That'll be Friday morning, 9:00.
See, all I heard was donuts, and I'm like, is he gonna have somewhere for us to come get donuts?
Yeah, it's called Bacon Donuts Plus. It's on 17, right now from the Donut Man.
No, I don't want
that. So anyway, we got you on that. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Anyway, we'll do that Friday at 9:00. Check your email for that. I'll send out the web link because that will be a different link than this conference that we're in here. That'll go through a group help session where all the classes are going to be invited to join. All right. So anyway, all right. So the last class had 5 students who had shared their webcam, so they get the extra credit for today.
Hell yeah!
Oh man,
because Richard doesn't want to share his webcam.
Richard, hop on.
I don't got no webcam.
You seriously got one?
I got one, dude. Right here.
Man, you flying.
Unbelievable. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get into the PowerPoint. Richard, did you ever find
the
I
notes?
just saw your message, by the way. Did you ever find out where that video was located?
No, I didn't.
All right. Can you see the screen? Can you see my screen in front of you?
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna go to the one that we did on Tuesday, Thursday. That says 331. And then maybe you can't do it. But somewhere in here you gotta be able to click on this. And it should say video.
Hold on, let me check.
Well, I don't think it'll work now because we're live, but you gotta check afterwards. All right.
Yeah, all right. I'll do that
All
after the conversation.
Yeah, do it afterwards. But that's where you go. Is what I understand is where you go. All right. So that was not loud, was it?
No.
Just a little.
Huh?
Just a little. When's the Wednesday for the test?
It's one of the words you shouldn't use. That I use way too frequently.
Good morning.
All right, here we go. Let's start right here. We're gonna go ABC. We're gonna go ABC. We're gonna go square root 2x plus 7 equals 4. Square root 2x plus 7 greater than 4. Square root 2x plus 7 less than 4. Let's start with those 3 right there. Here we go.
Dryer.
Yeah, what's up?
So when's the testing window end?
Sunday.
Sunday? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll end Sunday. Sunday at midnight.
Okay.
So if it gets to 12 o'clock, then it's ended.
You're screwed, yeah.
All right.
By
But I
the way,
love
are we using any external applications for the test or not? Just Canvas.
No, you'll just go to Canvas.
Okay.
You'll just go to Canvas. All right. I got you, Brittany.
Anybody else gonna hop on?
You know, Jason, don't let the fact that they're not hopping on.
I just feel like we're really interactive and they're just not.
You know,
I'm proud of you for being interactive.
Yeah. So
Sierra's
You
got you next
Stay
week.
proactive.
Friend.
so many people don't even have their microphones on.
At least I got my mic on today.
Yeah. See? Ooh, Stacy.
Look, Jason,
I heard we
look,
get competitive, so we should be good.
you can't run the mile by taking it 50 yards at a time, baby. You got to run the mile by taking it one foot at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Good old
Right
coach.
now,
Story, the tortoise and the hare. He still made it to the finish line regardless.
Ooh, Kirsten can't see anyone.
Wait, was she having a problem?
Yeah.
Kirsten, what software do you have? You can tell me she's got Safari. I just know it. You need Google Chrome, baby.
You can use Firefox if you have Mac instead of Chrome. Oh shit.
Or Firefox. You have Google Chrome, honey?
Yeah, she said she'll be right back.
Schneider, you'll understand. I deal with basketball players. Basketball players tell me they'll be right back. That crap means like 4 weeks. Like
That's exactly how I am to people. If I tell them I'll call you back, I call you probably a couple of weeks.
that's my hey Schneider. I'm telling you, like, hey coach, let me borrow $4. I'll get right back. Yeah, okay. That $4 is gone. You ain't never seen that $4 again.
They don't look for it.
Don't look for it. Don't even check the mailbox because you know it ain't gonna be in there. All right. You know, Jason, the best part about you having your webcam up is now you can just flip your paper up and everybody can see it.
There's a whole lot of work though, like of other stuff. Oh shit.
All right, well, maybe you don't want to do that.
Like,
and that's the beauty of the webcam right there, Jason, because nobody, how close you put it, no one can see the crap anyway.
you want it like real?
Yeah,
real.
I mean, if he turns his stuff to the light and faces the light, we might be able to see it.
I'd rather.
I've been playing with my light. I even switched out my light in this little.
I'm talking about with the sunlight, not the actual.
Oh, like a little,
Okay.
like
I don't know.
what happened to your fan, dryer?
What fan?
You had a fan in the back of your room last time. It was white.
Oh, it's still there.
Oh, I just couldn't see it. Just wondering.
So I switched out my little. I'm in my guest bedroom that doesn't get used because we don't ever have
I learned
guests.
my lesson long. That's why I use a mechanical pencil now.
And so I switched out the switches for extremely expensive dimmers to try to fix the lighting situation, and
Yeah.
it didn't seem to fix the lighting situation at all.
What was wrong?
And right now we got 5 people who've got some, and they're now stuck. One person needed a little more time. Who was that? Richard, you done yet, baby?
No, I got stuck now. I'll
Okay.
let you.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look. All right. So again, when you do a problem like A is the equal sign is so different than the greater than and less than sign. I know it doesn't feel like it is, but it is markedly different. All right. We're going to square both sides the way it is right here. And you can do that assuming that the square root is equal to a positive number. Okay. If it's equal to a negative number, you got all kinds of issues. The answer is going to be no solution in most cases. Okay. But when you get the square root equal to a positive number, at that point, you want to square both sides. Unfortunately, I'm not able to yeah, I'm not able to join the conference, and it's kind of pissing me off. But so if there's a comment, somebody's going to have to read it to me because I don't see it because I'm writing on full screen here. But we got 2x plus 7 equals 16. We subtract 7. We subtract 7. We get 2x equals 9. And x is equal to 9/2. So that problem, kind of goes pretty straightforward. Okay. That should be, relatively straightforward. Now, where you'll start to run into some issues, is if you're squaring both sides of an inequality like this. If you do this, this is terribly bad. And in fact, maybe too much information here, but when we do interviews for math professors, they have to do a topic and they have to teach. And one of the topics we give them is radical inequalities. And I will tell you this: if I'm on an interview committee and somebody has to teach how to solve this problem, and I watch them go like this, I immediately just put an X on their name and move on to the next one. It doesn't take me long to just say, you know what, I ain't got time for you. You're just not allowed to do that. It is terribly bad, and you shouldn't do it. And if you do, don't come to the college looking for a job. I won't give it to you. All right. What should you do instead? What you should do instead is graph this and graph this. So the square root of 2x plus 7 is a square root graph that goes this way. Y equals 4 looks like this. So y equals 4 is a horizontal line. The square root graph is kind of that check mark. This point of intersection is this number right here, 9/2. That intersection point occurs at 9/2. And so what we're looking at is when is the square root graph bigger than 4? And that answer is from 9/2 to infinity. Now, I'm still trying to get into the conference so I can monitor the damn chat.
Where'd Snyder go?
I'm right here.
What came up?
All right.
Oh, you can't see me in my Zoom, man.
All right. So I'm able to monitor the chat now. So my question for you is this. Why does the 9/2 get to parentheses? 35 points to the person who can type it in first. Why does 9/2 get a parentheses? Come on, Stacy. I'm
Damn,
pulling for
Ron,
you.
give somebody a chance to answer.
There you go, Stacy. It is not equal to. That's why you get a parenthesis. If this is greater than or equal to 4, then that would get you a bracket. Stacy, that 35 points is going to be added to your next tic-tac-toe score, okay? All right. Now, when's it less than 4? When's it less than 4? When's it less than 4? All right. Well, the first thing is, where does this point begin? Where does this thing start? We'll give 75 points to anybody who can tell me where that point starts on the left-hand side. We're looking for that. We're looking for that to be typed. Not quite. It is not 7. It would be -7 anyway, Sierra, but it's not. It's not -7 either. It is not -2.
-3.5.
Say it again.
-3.5.
-3.5. Is that long again?
Yes.
Long. Tell them why it's -3.5.
You just set 2x plus 7 equal to 0.
You just set the 2x plus 7 and set it equal to 0.
Yeah.
That will tell you where it's. How does it do that? I think my arm hits the touchpad. You just set this equal to 0. That's how far it shifts back. 2x equals -7. X equals -7/2. So this point here is at -7/2. Now, when is it less than 4? When is it less than 4? So what are we looking for? What we're looking for there then is when this number is less than 4. So this is all less than 4. Right? This is all less than 4. So what is the answer?
So would it be -7/2, comma 9/2?
-7/2, comma 9/2. Now, good job, Jason, almost. What are we going to put? Brackets or parentheses?
Parentheses.
Stacy said parentheses on both sides. I disagree with that.
Bracket on the left side and parentheses on the right side.
Say it again.
Bracket on the left side and then parentheses on the right side.
Why?
Because the -7/2, that's the end point, and then the 9/2 is continues.
Hey, give me 1 second. Hold on for 1 minute.
things like that. I think there's quite the crunch with bandwidth issues.
Okay.
Did you see that announcement that was posted in Canvas with the other potential video conferencing options in case conferences isn't working for you?
Well, Zoom, yeah. No, I know we can use Zoom.
Okay.
So, but I mean, my gut feeling is Zoom's going to have the same damn issues, right?
It may. I mean, this is just something that, nobody was able to really plan for. And all these third-party vendors, are all under the crunch as well.
Okay. All right. I appreciate it, Chris.
But, yeah, no problem. Real quick, let me just tell you, we did add a new link in Canvas regarding Canvas-specific issues that may be going on. It's called, so you can go to the help button in Canvas, and you choose Canvas status. It's the third link down from the top. And I'm going to show you the current situation with all Canvas systems.
Okay. Sounds good. Appreciate you.
All right, man.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry about that. I don't know. We only have 13 people or 12 people. I don't know if they're not here because they're not here or they're not here because whatever. Schneider, so go ahead and tell me about it. Why does the 7.5 get a bracket?
It's because that's the end point, and that's where that's where the graph ends.
So
and on the right side, because it
continues.
But
now here's the important thing about the end point. The end point is below 4, right? So in fact, when you plug negative 7.5 in, 2 times negative 7.5 plus 7, this is equal to 0. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you plug this in, this is equal to 0. 0 is less than 4. And so that's why the negative 7.5 gets a parenthesis. If you plug the 9/2 in, 2 times 9/2 plus 7, you get square root of 16. Square root of 16 is 4. And 4 is not less than 4. It's equal to.
Right.
Hey, Jason, are you serious?
What?
Zoom gets hacked?
Yeah.
I mean, and you guys can certainly tell me that I'm wrong. I don't feel like what we're doing here is terribly bad. I don't think it's as good as being in class, but I don't think it's
not horrible.
Not terribly horrible.
Yeah.
But it does need to work. That's for damn sure. All right. So let me ask you this. Let's go next level. Let's go next level. Let's say square root 7x plus 8 equals x. And let's solve that. Elena, I see all those people posting those videos of all of their singing and stuff. Some of them are pretty good. Hey, Jason, I want you to know I drank a whole pitcher of water.
A whole pitcher?
A whole pitcher.
Damn.
Laser focus, baby.
Laser focus.
Well, not including the cravas I had last night, but other than that.
You get a little bread.
Supposed to be staying home.
Herbs and stuff.
Listen to me. The stay-at-home order starts tomorrow. That means today.
You don't eat
much.
What?
Well, it starts tomorrow. I don't want to eat up all my food today.
What are they going to do, though?
I don't know. I was informed that I'm essential personnel.
So is it true if you go outside past 10, you have to pay a $500 fine?
I heard that. Unless you're working, which I don't know how the hell they ever know if you're working or not, but, whatever. All I know is I've been watching All American. Y'all, if you ain't seen it, you should. It doesn't matter whether Polk County does, Richard. The governor said you have to. So he pulls rank.
Grady don't care.
Yeah. And I promise you, Grady won't care about you. We'll see your ass on Fox 13. And this student at Polk State College Winter Haven campus, he thought it was okay to go to Chick-fil-A and just hang out. And he and his friends, they had 11 people in their group. Not on Grady's watch. So we shot them.
Shot him off.
What are you talking about?
Listen to me. Grady will shoot your ass. Don't believe anything I'm telling you something. I'm not.
You'll be here like, why did you stop at 1,000 bullets? Because we ran out.
When he said that
later.
was it. I just resign my fact that whatever Grady says, I'm doing.
Got that trigger finger.
Shoot first, ask later.
Exactly.
All right, let's start up the poll. I love doing polls.
Yeah, you do.
Yes. Yeah.
Very careful, Long. Jason's coming after your spot.
No, I can't take his spot.
I give you my spot.
I don't want your spot. Hold on.
Hey, Jason, not only do you get called on, you always get called on for the hard problems, right?
Yeah, always. I can never get rid of
When the crap flows down, it always flows to Long.
I don't even know if it's right, but I tried.
All right, let's take a look. It looks like we got a group of people who've got it. A group of people who, the X on the right side is kind of what gets people, right? Like, if this were not an X, like I say, this were a 12, I think everybody knows. I mean, I'm looking for answers on the group chat. If that's a 12, what are you doing? What are you doing to both sides?
Where?
Just square it.
You're squaring it, right? And so the fact that there's an X there, it changes the fact that there's a 12 there, it changes the X there. It feels like it changes. It doesn't. We're still squaring both sides. And we're getting 7X. Just kidding. We're getting 7X plus 8 is equal to X squared. And then how we solve that?
8
We
over.
can just subtract it. Bring it to the other side.
Get it set equal to 0. And so you'll get 0 equals X squared minus 7X minus 8. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then X minus 8, X plus 1 is equal to 0. and then you'll get x equals 8 and x equals -1.
Right.
Now, here's the issue. Here's the issue. -1 isn't going to work because if you plug in -1, you get the square root of 7 times -1 plus 8 equals -1. Well, that's not true. 7 times -1 is -7. -7 plus 8 is 1. The square root of 1 is 1. That is certainly not -1. All right, that's certainly not -1. All right. Any questions on that? So the answer, we're not going to use -1. We're only going to use x equals 8.
So question on these, we're only using the positive number. You can't use the negative number.
Well, okay, now be careful here, though, because sometimes you can, and we can look at another example where you can, but, you know, like say, for example, this is x plus 5. Well, just because you get -1 doesn't mean it doesn't work because -1 plus 5 is 4. So that is ultimately a positive number. But in this case where it's just strictly an x here, then yeah, you wouldn't be using the negative sign. Does that make sense?
To be honest, I didn't even hear y'all was in here fussing at my kids.
I said that on the right-hand side, the problem had an x, right? If the problem was x plus 5, and then you got two answers that were 8 and -8, or 8 and -1. Then when you plug -1 in, -1 plus 5 would be 4. And so that wouldn't have the same problem that you had before. Does that make sense?
I got you. So as long as it's a negative, it can't be the answer. But if you plug it back in,
as long as when you plug it back in, the square root of the number, it cannot be the answer.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Let's take a look. Let's go square root 3x plus 4 plus 5 equals two x plus 1. Go. No, I don't have corona.
If you sneeze again, I'm gonna have to ask you a couple questions.
Right now, people Googling, can you get corona through the internet? I'll have to go get my N95 mask. Hey, Jason,
Mm-hmm.
how you doing on this?
It's moving.
You're moving.
It's long. Like, it's a long problem, not like talking about.
Oh, I thought you meant like we needed to go to long. I was like, wow, that escalated quickly.
Oh, no, it's just, it takes.
I hope it works. I'll feel like a real jerk if it doesn't.
Why don't you figure it out?
Yeah.
Too much work, right?
I mean, I
Yeah,
got it.
Is it x equals 4? Is that right?
Maybe.
Man, wonder how we'll find out. Ugh.
All right, let's take a look. Not quite, Stacy. It is x equals 4. Let me show everybody how to get that. Your first step on this is a critical step, and that is you got to subtract the 5. If you don't subtract the 5, you're going to find yourself in a world of hurt. Okay. So from here, your next step is to square both sides. And you'll get 3x plus 4 on the left side equals, when you square this, you get 4x squared minus 8x minus 8x plus 16. So 4x squared minus 16x plus 16. From there, you'll subtract 3x, subtract 4, subtract 3x, subtract 4. 0 equals 4x squared minus 19x plus 12. So you're going to get 4x and x minus 4 minus 3, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So that gives you what?
X equals 3/4 and x equals
3/4 and x equals 4.
3/4 doesn't work.
Why does the 3/4 not work?
When you plug it in, it doesn't work. Right?
So when you plug it in, 2 times 3/4 minus 4, yes? 2 goes into 4, it's 3/2 minus 4 is a negative number. 3/2 minus 4 is a negative number, so you have to exclude the 3/2. So you see what I'm saying, Sierra? It really isn't as much about whether or not the sign's positive or negative, as much as it is to do with the fact that the square root cannot be equal to a negative number. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
So a lot of people will just look at the signs on the numbers, and that's no good. That's no good. All right. Questions on that? Either through the microphone or questions on
So how would you write it?
you would just write it as x equals 4. Okay, this doesn't work. All right, looking for questions. Anybody got anything? Your silence is very reassuring.
I know you love it.
Going once. Going twice.
Hold on. Just like a minute.
What's that?
I'm just copying down 2 times 3/4 minus 9.
Still don't have corona. All right, Richard, you good, baby?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Stacy, what you got, baby? We're gonna do one more problem today, and it's maybe the hardest one that we've done today. But let's go square root x plus 3 minus 4 equals just kidding. Minus 2 equals square root of x plus 10 Just kidding. Give me a second. Why does that happen to me all the damn time? Go.
Do we square the -2?
So, yeah. So what makes this problem so difficult? What makes this so difficult is on this problem here, if you don't move the 5 to the other side, then you got yourself into a world of problems. Okay? So what makes this so hard, and we're running out of time, so I should probably just go ahead and do it for you so you can at least see the right answer, is you have to square both sides the way it sits. Okay? On the right side, it's not so bad. You just get x minus 9. So the right side's not tough at all. It's the left side. It's this side over here that is just absolutely a bear. All right? It's just absolutely a bear. So we're going to do this on the next slide. Okay? That's how much room we need. All right? So we have the square root of x plus 3 minus 2 times x plus 3 minus 2. Because that's what x plus 3 minus 2 squared looks like. All right? So, and in order to do this, you got to distribute. Square root of x plus 3 times square root of x plus 3 is x plus 3. Minus 2 square roots of x plus 3. Minus 2 square roots of x plus 3. Plus 4. So what you end up getting there is x plus 7 minus 4 square roots of x plus 3. Still monitoring the live chat. Looking for questions. This is not easy. This is not easy whatsoever. So looking for questions. Anybody got anything? Schneider, you good, baby?
Finish this.
Schneider, you good?
Can you do that when you distribute? Can you do that again?
Say it again.
The distribution part.
Yeah, we can definitely look at it again. Definitely look at it again. Give me a second. All right. So we're doing the square root of x plus 3 times the square root of x plus 3. All right. Okay. Square root of x plus 3 times square root of x plus 3. That is x plus 3. Now we're doing the square root of x plus 3 minus 2. That's this piece. 2 times the square root. Now, as we come back and we distribute this, minus 2 times the square root of x plus 3, that is this piece. And then negative 2 times negative 2, that's the positive 4. Now, what we're doing from there is we're combining this 3 and this 4. Dang. That escalated. And that's where we're getting the x plus 7 from. And then the negative 2 and the negative 2, that comes together to give you the negative 4. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to take all of this and we're going to go to the previous slide. So x plus 7 minus 4. X plus 7 minus 4 square roots of x plus 3. Do we agree?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So from here, We're going to subtract x, subtract 7, subtract x, subtract 7. We're going to get negative 4 square root of x plus 3 equals this cancels, negative 16. Do we agree? Divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4. You'll get the square root of x plus 3 equals 4. And then you'll square both sides. And you'll get x plus 3 equals 16. Subtract 3, subtract 3. X equals 3. So that one, not too bad. Once you get the
X equals 3 or 13.
13, Sierra.
Fail the test.
What's that?
You just failed your own test.
No, I had 13. It
No
lagged.
bonus points for you, sir.
Sierra, it lagged. That was the problem. It's your internet connection.
Okay, we'll blame it on that. Corona
Where did
too.
negative 16 come from, Stacy? If I subtract 7 from this side to the right side, negative 9 minus 7 is negative 16. All right. Stacy, you good, baby?
So the way you would write the answer is solution set 13 or just x equals 13?
You would write it as a solution set 13.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't know how many of y'all have the iPhone, but you know that little bubble thing that you get when you're waiting on somebody to respond, and you just and you know that they're responding because they got the bubble, and then you just sitting there. That's how I feel looking at when it says somebody's typing. I'd be sitting there like, all right, well, they hurt. And then it goes away, and I'm like, oh wow, you teased me like that. So anyway, again, test 4 is going to be available to you tomorrow. Horizontal asymptotes, vertical asymptotes. If you haven't looked at the review sheet that's online, please do so. It's under the file section of Canvas. Again, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, I'll be online. Check your email for the link that I'll send you to get you ready to do that online part. If you want to participate in the virtual donuts and questions tomorrow, that'd be great. If you don't want to, you're not obligated to. I will see everybody back here on Tuesday, where we're going to go over inverses and start talking about exponentials. You've seen a lot of exponential graphs lately. If you haven't, watch the nightly news, and I'm sure they'll show you another one. The coronavirus is an exponential growth. So anyway, we'll talk about that and much, much more next time. But without any other questions, I'm pausing for questions.
The review D, E, and F, those are all different, not about the same
Say it again.
unit that we're in. The review D, E, and F in the
You're
file.
only doing D. You're only doing D.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Kirsten, after all this time, you still messed it up. It is until next time. Take care of yourself and each other. All right. So with that being said, I hope to see some of you tomorrow at 9. If not, we'll see you back here on Tuesday. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Y'all have a blessed day and have a great weekend, everyone.
You too.
You too, sir. Wait,
Take
so
care.
we're meeting here at 9 tomorrow?
Not on this. I'll send you a link.
Oh, okay.
Through your
So-
email.
okay.
That will be a group help session link.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
All right. Take care.
You too.